over the years, a lot has been said about the amount of people who are taking their life or who have thought about taking their life. And this is something that has been spoken about in the media, on social media, in groups and forums. And because of this, it can seem as though someone does want their life to end. They will either end up doing it or think about doing it. However, what this overlooks is the fact that just because someone doesn't want to be here, it doesn't mean that they will be consciously aware of this desire, this need, or this instinct. It is often called the Thanatos instinct, which is the death instinct. And so when someone is not aware of this need that they have to leave the earth, for them to die, it is going to be running at an unconscious level, and it will have an effect on how they behave. So someone like this can engage in extreme sports and basically do things that are dangerous. They can find that they are only aroused by sadomasochistic behaviour in a relationship or during sex. As I said, they can engage in dangerous behaviour, so driving too fast or taking part in extreme sports. And this can, of course, allow them to die fairly quickly. But they can also be can be seen as the slow death. So someone will slowly kill themselves, and this can take place through being a workaholic, through working too hard, through neglecting other areas of their life, so their other needs will end up being suppressed and ignored. And because of today's world, if they live in the West, for example, through being a workaholic, they can be seen as living in the right way and hardworking and receive all the approval, and this person can be there for others, but of course they won't really be there for themselves. And so through working too hard, they can slowly kill themselves off. And they can have lots of warning signs, either through their health or just feeling emotionally exhausted, but they can overlook these signs. And then if they carry on and they don't take a step back and decide to do something else, they can end up having a meltdown and being totally exhausted. They could have some kind of heart problem or something else that basically wipes them out. They can't go on anymore. And so this person will have gradually, slowly, of course this can take a matter of decades until they are at the point where they can't carry on. And they will have basically slowly killed themselves off. And from the outside it can seem strange as to why someone would do this. I mean, the warning signs would have been there. Why didn't they slow down and lead a more balanced life? And one of the reasons why someone would live in this way and end up potentially having this outcome is because they hate themselves. And they won't believe that they are valuable. This is why they will ignore their needs. So they will neglect themselves. And so through hating themselves, they won't want to be here. They won't believe that they deserve to exist. So they will want their life to end, so they can be free and to no longer feel as they feel. But of course, as I've said, this can be an unconscious driver. And this can go back to what took place during their childhood years. So if they were neglected and abused during this time, through being egocentric, what took place would have been taken personally. So it was then not that there was something wrong with their caregivers, it would have been that there was something wrong with them. And so there would have been the trauma they experienced and the meaning that was made. And thanks to this, they would have been filled with toxic shame and self-hate. And perhaps in that moment, they would have wanted their life to end. And being free being able to get out of their suit, their space suit as they call it, would have been seen as the only way for them to put the pain that they were in to an end. So this shows that many years will have passed since that stage of their life. But what happened will continue to have a massive impact on their life, on their behaviour. And so, if you can relate to this, if you can see that you've been slowly killing yourself, then it will be essential for you to draw the line and to deal with your inner wounds, so you can start to embrace your inherent worth, to realise that you deserve to exist. You have as much right as anyone else to be here. You are worthy of life, worthy of existing, and you are loved. But in order for you to tap into your own self-love, which is in your heart, and your value, which is just above your stomach, you will need to heal your inner wounds. So if you can relate to this, please reach out for the support that you need so you can stop what you're doing and to be kind to yourself. And perhaps you can't relate to this, but you know someone in your life who is slowly killing themselves. Perhaps you could suggest to them that they reach out for the support that they need. So if it is you, don't suffer in silence. Please reach out.